course, are getting an education in the frog that you just looked up last session on your phone.
Yep. Yes.
Now,
I have a question. You said on the rooftop. Are we talking like 10 stories up, or like
one story?
Yeah, this is just one of those little strip buildings that they have everywhere. Just these little buildings that are a whole block long, divided into storefronts, and they have a little rolled top on the front. A little lip. But it's very this is very 1970s looking. This particular construction. And so it's not very fancy. And so then there's one last thing I have to roll. The hoe. Okay. So that's the end of my La Flecha Dorada's attack. And so we are still in phase 1. And it is the cosmonauts go on phase 1.
And I wrote down the phases here.
Yeah.
Somewhere. And that means did I write them on the
Do you want
I wrote them no
1, 3, 5 and 6 I think were yours.
1, 3, 5 and 6, that's correct, but I wrote them on the wrong
That's okay. So
page. So I have moved them now. So we are in 1 now, and he since he just so I understand, since he had better dexterity than me, he went before me.
Correct.
in phase 1.
Correct.
So now it's my turn.
Yes.
All right. I need to move towards him. So I kind of what I think is that I kind of I want to fly towards him in my suit. So my suit will evolve around me.
Of course.
Somehow.
Yes, that's fine.
Yeah. And I want to, and I don't know how many hexes it is actually.
It's not very hard at all. A hex is the same as a person.
Yeah.
So just lay some people out head to toe, and that's how many hexes. And given the kind of streak we are talking about, 50. Probably about 10.
So I don't need that much to be on the same level as he.
You will have to go up a little bit. So to go all the way up to him is a full move, and that will be all you can do.
Yeah, and that's what I'm doing.
Okay, all right. So you're going to fly straight up. There is that the plan?
Yeah, I want to be close to him because this is interesting.
Okay.
I'm not aggressive in any way here. I'm not
interesting. Okay, so you're just going to bob over there like a big Russian balloon. And
this is interesting.
Is like, ow, ouch.
Yeah, but I'm kind of standing in the way now. So
that's true.
I'm trying to trying to catch all the attention from. Mm-hmm. So
now we are on we are on 2, and that brings us to Havsmanin. And in order to do anything, you will have to break out of the entangle. That will mean you are going to master your muscles and use force to get
pull the dart out and throw it away. And,
and like
try to recover from some of that.
Give a big muscle spasm to get them back under control.
Can you suck out the venom?
Exactly.
Go ahead and make a strength roll. Tell me, you have a lot of strength, I believe.
I have 3d6 strength, and then I can
if you want to grow, you will have a lot more. I don't know if you want to grow.
Why not? We have a special effects budget for a reason, right? So of course I'm just gonna swell out.
Right. Spend your endurance for your growth.
Yes. So endurance is 1 per d6.
Yes.
And then it says plus 3d6 with growth. Is that the limit? So I can spend up to 3? Is that it?
That is the rating.
Trying to figure this out.
If you don't push, that's your rating.
Okay. What is the? But I think what I'm looking at 1 endurance per d6 is that the regular push, because I have on the power growth it says 6 endurance.
Yes, that's correct. Because with the power growth, I will not explain it. Just to go to your full size will cost you 6 endurance. Just do it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, once you have done that, then you have 6 dice strength available to you.
Right.
Do you
Yes,
want to
that's
use
how
it?
I understand. Oh, yes.
Yes. So, growing costs you no time at all. And so then you will use this and you will roll 6 dice.
Yep.
And you will count the core.
I roll 6 dice and count.
The core is just the 6 and the 1, the 1, 2, or 0 per die. Remember that? If it's a 6, it's 2,
yes.
right?
I have a 5, 2 4s, a 3, 2, and a 1.
That means you did 5 body. You did 5 is your result. Because all of your dice are worth 1 except for the one with the 1. So now that is more than twice as much as the entangle had to stop you. Okay. So because I rolled so badly on the entangle, you are able to throw it off, and it does not count as an action because you broke it by twice as much as its strength. So ordinarily just breaking the entangle would take up your whole action. But as an attack, but since you destroyed it, you are still free to do what you want. You basically have used 2 0 actions.
So 2 questions. First off, the sort of blinded condition, does that still apply?
It does.
I have a little bit problem seeing.
Right, you're going to have a really
the second
hard
question.
time. Right, go ahead.
That's okay. The second question: the building he is on top of, is that where there was a closed store of some sort below,
correct.
Or is it a residence? Okay,
it's a closed store. Yeah. And
I'm just thinking, what are the odds that there will be collateral damage if I wreck that building? That was what I was.
I am very much visualizing, not the little store where you go in and buy fika and gum and stuff like that, and then change your money. This is more like one of those more formal places with a security desk where you go and change money, wire money from bank to bank,
like a Forex or similar.
Yeah. And they have these metal interiors and are a little more official looking. They aren't like a store. So you don't buy things there.
Yeah. So
I have one question about.
Ola, it's in the middle of his turn. There are no questions in the middle of his turn. Let him do his thing.
Okay.
Let him do
I
his
want
thing.
to pick up and throw it at him.
Okay. Well, there's a bench to rip up if you want to do that.
Bench. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I rip that up and then throws it in this direction.
Okay.
In my direction.
That's true.
Your direction.
Yeah.
Basically. I mean,
true.
I'm going to roll all once and then...
I can let it pass through me. So
okay. So
let's go ahead and have you roll, because your chance to hit is absolute crap at this point.
I can imagine.
Yeah. Now, it would be great, because let's do this formally so you see the mechanics. What is your dexterity?
My dexterity is 12.
12. And ordinarily, the place you are hitting is just a 6, because it's a stationary region. You're throwing it at a spot, not even at a person. So that's a 6. So we take the difference and add it to 11, which gives you a 17, which is pretty good ordinarily. But considering that you are flashed, and considering that I will go ahead and make sure that I read the rules for Flash so that I don't accidentally impose my 1980s
I can get my book.
Yeah, my 1980s hardwired memory of the mechanics, right? I don't want to use those. So, and Ulf is, look at that. Look at him wave the book around. That's so exciting. Yeah, look at that. And so here in Flash, okay. Right. You, in order to orient yourself at all, make an ego roll.
And my ego is 11.
11 or less.
on 3 dice, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the basic. And I roll 2, 2, 3, so that's
Excellent.
7.
All right, so you're able to master your disorientation enough to know at least in what direction to go. Okay. Now your combat value is a 6 now instead of a 12. Now 6 to 6 gives you an 11 or less. Let's not forget that there is some distance here, so it's going to drop your chances down just a little bit. So go ahead and roll. You're going to be at the 9 or less.
No, 8 plus 3, that's 11.
Okay, so what that means is that you're going to, it seems perfectly reasonable to say that it's going to crash into the building at the...
And accomplish nothing more than
necessarily. It's going to hit the building where the guy is standing and just under where he is standing.
Yeah.
Okay, and so the cosmonaut, I hope you are happy to know that it passes under you.
I think it
crashes into. I'm thinking about the area just above the window, so between the rooftop and the window, right there. Now you are very strong.
My thoughts are
spend 6 endurance for your strength. Again,
done.
Right, and now you are going to roll 6d6 for the damage. And I know how strong that surface is, so we will see what kind of damage you do to it.
Okay. Question? Do I spend another 6?
Yes, you do.
Now.
Right.
Okay.
You spent 6 to grow, 6 to break, 6 to throw. Right. You are burning endurance fast. So, and for the cosmonaut, by the way, I wanted you to spend 2 endurance for floating over there.
Why? Because
flying costs you endurance. Just spend it. 2.
Yeah, but I see 4 endurance.
You only had to go 10 hexes. You didn't go.
All right.
Right. You went. It's 1 for 5 hexes. Okay.
And I keep.
2 6s.
Ooh.
1 1, and the other 3 are in the middle. So I guess that's 3 plus 4 7.
So that's actually extremely. That's quite forceful, and the defense of that facing is not too bad, but its actual substance is not all that strong. And so what happens is you are actually going to shatter the facade, the surface of that part of the wall. The wall itself will crack and become unstable. And the window below it will shatter from the force that radiates through the structure. So this is not precisely where the character, actually, it is precisely where the character was standing. So it does not, you did not shatter it completely, so it does not vaporize, of course. It would take a lot more than that to vaporize the wall. But so they don't fall, but that surface has become unstable. Okay, so is it
too much to assume that there is some sort of alarm going off if this was a money transfer / bank facility?
It seems very likely that there will be. Yes, it seems extremely likely that there will be an alarm, not only a loud one here, but also an electronic one over at the police station. So the next thing then is to look at our phases. We have done number 2.
But I wanted to ask my question.
Yes, what is your question?
Apparently, Huffsman can grow in size.
Yeah.
What does that look like?
I sort of. My
that was kind of new to me.
Yes. My shape becomes almost amorphous, like a blob thing. So I sort of swell out of my clothes and reform. I can probably change shape a little bit, go thinner or thicker, or become like a big blob. You can
actually squeeze through things.
Yes. And I can become really, really big. If I shrink down, I will become more dense. So my